You can pull out your phone.
Oh, yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brandon Wynn,
My name's Edward Burns.
and this is Critical Failure. So we are on the Nagpa, if I'm correct. Yes, Nagpa. Reminds me of the Baba Yaga. That's what I physically or mentally think of.
This creature reminds me of the creature from the Dark Crystal. There's a bunch of these like evil bird people.
It kind of reminds me of, now that you're saying that, the Labyrinth. It reminds me of some of the creatures from the Labyrinth with David Bowie. But anyways, you want to read up until Looters and Civilization? I'll take it from there.
Sure.
All right.
Long ago, the Raven Queen cursed a cabal of 13 powerful wizards for meddling in a ritual that would have helped avert a war between the gods. She stripped them of their beauty, turning them into scarabous, bird-like monstrosities. The Nagpogs now plot as they ever did, but now they strive to bring about terrible, world-shaking calamities so they can pry secrets and power from the wreckage of their conspiracies create. That's really fucked up. I'm going to ruin the world just so I can salvage a bit of knowledge. You think it'd be easier to get that knowledge if the world was still intact?
Exactly.
The Nagpogs fear the Raven Queen and do their best to avoid her and her agents. When it's impossible to do so, they become cringing, fawning things, eager to please and thereby escape the cold gaze of the being who brought them so low. So they're cowards, basically. All of the original 13 remain alive thanks to their cunning and willingness to do whatever is necessary to survive. I'm actually very surprised that all of the 13 are still alive.
I think it's pretty much a curse laid upon them. I feel like immortality of some sort.
But it implies that they can die, but the 13
are still alive.
Yeah.
I think it's they're immortal in sense of age, but they can be still killed. So kind of like the Eladrin. Like they don't have an age cap that we know of, so they can theoretically are immortal. It's just they can be murdered.
Yeah, I would believe that. It just seems like they're pretty smart, and just looking by the stats over here, it's understandable why they probably live so long.
Yeah. They're like, I don't do my own dirty work. But anyways, Looters Looters of Civilization. The reason why I messed that up was because I thought it said or Civilization, and that's because of cracks on my phone. The curse of the Raven Queen placed on the Nagpas restricts the ways in which they can acquire new lore and magical power, barring them from any source except for the ruins left behind from fallen civilizations and great calamities. For this reason, Nagpas turn their efforts to bringing about such ends, so they can loot the libraries, plunder the vaults, gather up secrets of arcane lore from the wreckage. Puppet Masters. Nagpas work in the shadows, manipulating events to bring about ruin. Accomplished magic users, they can bring it to bear an array of spells to make agents of other creatures, influencing their decisions in subtle ways and pulling on strings to make them into unwitting accomplices in their own destruction. Nagpas show great patience in their plots and have several schemes working simultaneously, each at different stages of completion. So if one plan goes awry, they can shift their focus to another. Typically, Nagpas only show their handiwork and emerge from the shadows when they can deliver a finishing blow and then revel in the grand devastation their plotting brought about.
Kind of reminds me of the Beholder, how it just thinks up like a bunch of scenarios just in case.
I'm gonna get attacked. You, rat.
That was a were-rat.
Where's that other Beholder? Oh, fuck. There you are. It's just a schizophrenic fucking I-beam. That's what it is. Anyway, the Nagpa is a medium humanoid, Nagpa specifically, in neutral evil. They have an AC of 19, natural armor.
That's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, for natural armor, it's a fucking bird.
Yeah.
Like, how? Fucking bird.
That was the first thing I thought of.
That's what I thought of when I said it too. It has an average hit point average of 187, 34 d8 plus 34, and a speed of 30 feet. Note that it cannot fly. I thought they could for some fucking reason.
Well, it doesn't even look like they have wings. They're bird-like, but they're hunched over and they got little arms.
The pterodactyls. Not pterodactyls, velociraptors. That's what I was thinking. Completely different dinosaur. They have a strength of 9 minus 1, dexterity of 15 plus 2, constitution of 12 plus 1, intelligence of 23 plus 6, wisdom of 18 plus 4, and a charisma of 21 plus 5.
Man, they're really smart.
Yeah, and they can very much convince you to kill yourself.
Yeah. I'm surprised by the dex because just the way it looks.
Yeah, it looks feeble as shit.
Yeah, and it looks very like hunchback, and I don't see it like moving around.
Yeah,
very
hunchback
quick.
of Notre Dame type of ass. Saving throws are intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, which are 12, 10, and 11, meaning that it is,
That's very high.
yeah, it's a plus 6 to their proficiency bonus. Their skills are Arcana, Deception, History, Insight, and Perception, which are 12, 11, 12, 10, and 11 respectively.
They are very knowledgeable and
yeah.
good at deceiving you.
Oh, yeah. And they have True Sight up to 120 feet, and Passive Perception of 20. They will notice your ass. Look at
Yeah,
that
you
fucking
can't even
hornet.
use magic to pretend to be one of them or anything to like sneak in and gather information.
Oh, no. They know. They're smart. Oh, you tried to be one of me? Bitch.
That's just them. That's how they talk now. They do that little neck thing every time.
I can see it, too. That's a funny thing. The languages are common up to 5 other languages of, I'm assuming, your choice. And this is thing probably in the Shadowfell, I would assume, or something similar. Isn't the Raven Queen in the Shadowfell?
Yeah.
I would see this thing being the Shadowfell. So whatever the Shadowfell speak, if they don't speak common, I think they do have their own language. So automatically I would give that without the 5 languages being used up. That's just intelligence speaking for us.
Well, just looking through it real quick, I don't think they necessarily have to be from the Shadowfell, because the Raven Queen didn't just emerge in the Shadowfell. I think the ritual that she was doing was on the material plane.
And then she
First,
was there.
Yeah, but I could be wrong.
It's possible. I'm not too sure myself. I'm not, an expert on the lore of any sort. But it's a challenge rating 17, 18,000 experience points. You want to take it from there?
It has an ability called Corruption. As a bonus action, the Nagpa targets one creature it can see within 90 feet of it. The target must make a DC 20 Charisma saving throw. An evil creature makes the save with disadvantage. On a failed save, the target is charmed by the Nagpa until the start of the Nagpa's next turn. On a successful save, the target becomes immune to the Nagpa's corruption for the next 24 hours. That's a high save.
It makes sense, though, given its intelligence and charisma ability.
I do like how it draws. It's easier for it to corrupt an evil creature
That does make a lot of sense.
to work with it.
So definitely using that alignment that we tend to stray away from. Definitely using that alignment to its advantage. Because as we don't use, but most other people tend to use it, that alignment really sticks to playing with 5e.
For the most part, most of our games is probably like very neutral-ish.
Neutral? I play very neutral. Definitely to lawful. I would say lawful.
I would say neutral, like chaotic neutral. Because I still remember that time you killed that elderly gnome woman for no reason.
Yeah, that was definitely chaotic evil with me. But the funny thing is that I tend to help more than I kill. So I would say definitely chaotic neutral, but leaning towards lawful just for the sheer fact that I do help out so much. Other characters that I've met are definitely steering on the very chaotic evil aspect. I don't think I've played a pure chaotic evil character. Yeah, Logan. No, I played a chaotic. No, I would still say chaotic neutral, being Garasu. He wasn't very chaotic evil. He didn't just immediately shoot up a bus like you did.
Yeah.
That character was so fucked. That was a very fun campaign. I want to restart that campaign. We can still be the same characters. It was just very fun.
Yeah, it was a great game. The next ability is Paralyze. It recharges.
Paralysis?
Anyways, it recharges on a 6 as a bonus action.
D6 roll of 6.
Yeah. As a bonus action, the Nagpa forces each creature within 30 feet of it to succeed on a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for 1 minute. A paralyzed target can repeat the saving throw at each at the end of each of its turns. Ending the effect on its health with a success. Undead and constructs are immune to this effect. That can hit up a lot of creatures in 30 feet.
Note that it doesn't say that it's immune after it saves. At least that's what I didn't read it.
No, it just, because it recharges and you can keep doing it later, it just says once you pass, you beat that particular one. But if you have like a melee party and you hit this, you could like paralyze everyone.
Yeah, you would definitely be fucked on that aspect. Let me do spellcasting, because you did read a good bit. Oh my god, wind.
Yeah.
Spellcasting. The Nagpa is a 15th level spellcaster. Its spellcasting ability is intelligence, spell save DC is 20, plus 12 to hit, and the Nagpa can cast the following wizard spells that are prepared. Cantrips at will are Chill Touch, Firebolt, Mage Hand, Message, and Minor Illusion. It's probably Magic Missile's not in there somewhere. Isn't that? No, that's not. Is that a cantrip?
No, it's not a cantrip.
First level?
Yeah, first level spell.
That's it. Its first level, 4 slots, are Charm Person, Detect Magic, Protection from Evil and Good, and Witch Bolt. Second level spells are 3 slots. Hold Person, Ray of Enfeeblement and Suggestion. 4th level, 3 slots. Confusion, Hallucinatory Terrain, and Wall of Fire. 5th level, 2 slots. Domination Person, Dream and Gaze. Gaze? I don't know how to say that.
I think it's Geas.
Geas?
I think that's the spell where you implant like an idea or task for some creature to like fulfill.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
6th level, 1 slot. Circle of Death, Disintegrate. 7th level, 1 slot. Etherealness and Prismatic Spray. Then 8th level, 1 slot. Feeble Mind. You want to do the staff, my friend?
The staff, it's a +8 to hit. I'm surprised by that.
Whack!
And it deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage. So with its staff, it's strong enough to hit you with the same force as a regular person with a greatsword.
Yeah, I think it's using dexterity too. So,
yeah,
which is not even that strong.
That's still a really high chance to hit.
Isn't it its proficiency bonus +6? Yeah, its proficiency bonus +6. So it's, yeah, it would make sense for a +8 for dexterity. So whack, whack. It's gonna hit you. It's gonna be fucking, what's his name? Master Roshi. Just hit you with the staff. So some optional things. I think honestly taking away the paralysis would make it even stronger if you're needing, not taking away the paralysis, but the ability to save against paralysis. So you're just stuck.
But that would be like a dick move on the DM's part, in my opinion, because then it's just like, well, I can't do anything, and it's like, and your character gets speeded to death.
Yeah. Well, I also can, to counteract that, to shake off the paralysis, a creature within 5 feet could shake you and break you of the paralysis using one of its actions. I think that would be a great way to curb that.
Well, okay, but what if Nagpa just hit it with its staff? Would that count to break the...
I think you could use, if you get attacked, use a not a reaction, you can make a save if attacked. So as long as you're not being attacked, you're paralyzed for that full minute. But if you're being attacked or someone wakes you from that, then if a character wakes you, you have advantage. But if you get attacked, then you don't have advantage. Against an enemy, that is. Now, say that the Nagpa magically gets one of your allies to attack you, you wouldn't have advantage on that because he is going to be considered an enemy at that current moment.
You know, I just thought about, like, if you paralyze someone with this ability, he could just, like, walk up to you and, like, pour poison down your throat. And, like, drink up, buddy.
Wasn't it my character who drank poison?
No, it was Prescott.
Was it Prescott? Oh, yeah, because it was in the most recent campaign. He drank that, like, 30d10 poison or something like that.
Yeah, it was like Midnight Tears or something like that, and it activated it once it hit midnight, and
he took like half damage from it and almost died.
Yeah,
my character was so far away from him, and it's like, if his character wasn't in another room, he would have been fine. Nah, he died. He almost died.
But yeah, like, I kind of imagine they would be in like groups, maybe like 3 or so,
kind of like a witch's coven.
Yeah. But that's just to ensure their survival, in my opinion.
And definitely have other creatures around it.
Yeah, they would definitely have like a lot of minions.
Yeah, undead. Probably a few corrupted constructs.
Yeah.
In terms of they're made specifically from the Shadowfell.
You could probably also throw in some like young wizards who are seeking to learn their knowledge from them, working under them.
there was this creature in Kobold Press's A Tome of Beasts that I could have used that would be perfect for this, but I forgot what it was. Fuck. I just wrote something on it just the other day. Fuck. It would have been so good to use for it because it protects knowledge of things like that. Like knowledge that is from like destroyed civilizations and stuff. So I could see one of these creatures going to a Nagpa and serving them to help like keep that knowledge secured and stuff like that.
Yeah, just imagine all the like lost knowledge that they've acquired over however long they live.
Yeah, like is again like they don't have an age at the current moment to where they die, possibly thousands of years. Like it'd be absolutely monstrous to see what like library that they have.
Yeah, it'd be kind of a cool adventure idea to like track down an entire group of them and eliminate them and recover all these lost artifacts and stuff throughout history. And
that'd be a really big lore dense campaign.
Yeah,
that's when Wesley's I need to know the lore comes in handy, because then you actually would need to know lore.
I think you could come up with some unique homebrew spells for this creature just so the players would be like, wow, I have never seen that before, just to invoke the lost knowledge aspect.
Yeah, like make up some new spells and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be really cool. Like a possible soul transfusion spell, I think that's a spell already. Like basically where they change bodies. So like when it's about to die.
Captain Ginyu.
Yeah, basically. Like when he's about to die, he just casts a spell and it's whoop, switching, and then your character, your parties are like attacking this thing and it's like, no, stop, I'm not whoever it is, and it's like, yes, murder him. You know, like I think that'd be a really cool spell to have, but it's probably going to take a little bit for him to plan it out. So while he's dying, you know, on his last steps, last few bits of hit points, its minions are going to guard him real quick while he's taking a few turns to, like, you know, go through and the rest of the spell. You know, that's what I think it would be a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, and like if your party knows about them, it probably wouldn't trust your party member that's in that body because they're such deceitful creatures.
Oh yeah.
I would give this creature some magical items because it doesn't make sense to me just from reading this that it wouldn't have.
I definitely see it having a couple wands, a staff of some sort, like a wand of fireball, wand of magic missile, probably a protection cloak.
Yeah, I'd give
something
some cool
to really.
Things. I think it'd be cool if it had some like a summoning stone or something like that.
I'm surprised it doesn't have any resistances. I would give it immunity to poison. That's what I would do because it's in the Shadowfell. That thing is reeking of poison at all times. I would definitely say immunity to poison just so it can survive.
There's plenty of things that resist or are just immune to poison already.
I mean, yeah, but it's in the Shadowfell. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I really like this creature.
Yeah, I do too. Like reading about it, like really gives a new vision on actually trying to create like a campaign around forbidden lore and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm still just really impressed by how like thick its skin must be for that natural armor to be 19.
Yeah, it's a really thick armor.
Because, you know, like when you think of a bird-like creature, I don't think of naturally just sturdy or anything.
Yeah,
like
when
that.
I think of bird, I think of like
kind of
really
fragile.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, that is the Nagpa. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. And that's a giant ass bee. But please comment down below what you would like to see us do next. And please hit that bell notification button as we are going to be bringing more D&D content to you guys in the near future. Thank you.
See you in the next video.